All right. Thank you all for your grace. You know, I was in another meeting. Some of you were in that meeting with me. I sure appreciate you. All right, come on over. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I think we have about 50 people that have signed up for this call at this point. Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. If you could put your county that you live in the chat, put your county. What county do you live in? We're gonna do some real, we always do real work, but this is a workshop. I don't love this political stuff. Put your county so I can look up some specific information for you. If you have any specific questions, let me know. Let me grab my binder because I just went to a meeting this morning. All right, put your counties in there. Because I don't want to talk always about Henry County and you guys like, and I live in Newton. I mean, with all the counties out there, excuse me, it's 159 counties. All right, so let's get this party started. So much, I tell you, I used to have this huge office and my husband, I work from home now, which is cool because I'm out of the office about 3 or 4 days a week anyway, but it still takes a lot to get used to. All right, did y'all drop your county? So what we're gonna do today is I really want to talk to you about signing up for updates so that you are aware of things that are going on in your community and also how you move in the spaces as a business owner, right? So I don't want you just going to all these meetings and pulling up all this information because as a business owner, you are always on as an entrepreneur. Now, if you're a professional, it's a little bit different. Y'all move a little different. I worked in corporate, Allstate Workplace Division, so I was a corporate trainer. Black Knight Financial, which used to be Lender Processing Services, Fidelity National Information Services, all one company. I was there about 11 years. And so I work corporates, like huge corporates. I work for Boy Scouts of America, largest nonprofit in the country, Allstate Workplace Division, Lender Processing Services, and I was a school teacher. I only have 4 jobs, y'all. And I'm a full-time entrepreneur, so I'm unemployable. So the way that you move in these spaces, again, I want it to be the best use of your time, but I also want people to understand kind of who you are, what you do. And I do say when you live there, work there, play there, pray there. I heard the pest control lady say that, but it just makes sense. And you should be doing business there, but you should be serving there. If you live in a community, you really need to be serving in that community. And that's how you are going to have massive success in your business. Which is also why I don't want you to sit on boards where there may be a conflict of interest. So you do IT, but you're on the Chamber of Commerce board and they may need IT services, or you are privy to information that they're talking about as it relates to the services that you do. So I want you to sit far away from boards like that. So for me, when I initially came into this space, again, not knowing what I know now, but understanding now, here's how to move in these spaces. I was thinking about like the Housing Authority Board. I don't do anything with housing, nothing. And this is a way to help the community. I was also thinking of, well, that was the major board. And then I went to my mayor because my mayor appoints for that board. So you have to find out who appoints for the boards. And then I thought about some, other things. I didn't want to do anything kind of related to business, okay? Because I don't want people saying, well, you understand marketing, you could do, no, it's not why I'm here. I'm here in a leadership capacity to help with decision makings because I care about the community and things like that. So let's look up some things. Let's look up information for you for your counties. All right, Fulton, Henry, okay, hey, Lisa, Fayette, Gwinnett, Tati, yours is the easiest because Gwinnett does the best job. You guys have all of your board positions listed in one place, like you're the only county, so we're gonna do all of these. I mean, you should be on a board, so you should be thinking about a board. You can apply for a board, but I would suggest that you meet with your commissioner. So let me show this to you. One thing I learned, I had a meeting with my mayor today. I actually thought it was a hierarchy where your commissioners kind of oversee the cities, and she said no. She was explaining some things to me. Your commissioner chair, whether it's female or male, if it's female, it's madam it's a woman, it's madam, your madam chair. And your mayors are all peers, they're all equals. They all make decisions together, so there's no overseeing going on. I actually thought that, so it's not, it's symbiotic. So you want to make sure that you know your district so that you are serving in your district. So the way that we're set up in Henry is we have a district. So again, let's go back to Gwinnett. Go back to your board positions. Okay. And I want you to know your commissioner, because if you have a conversation with your commissioner, they then can give you advice on opportunities, or you can ask them what's open, and you really want to get appointed if possible. So let's do this, okay? Go under your departments. I want to find out your commissioners. You guys just, they got a good job here. Where's your board? Hold on. 5 minutes. Services, hold on. Government structure. We should be able to find your board of commissions, form of government. But they don't make it easy, do they? Normally it's just your board, your government services. It's under departments, clerk, county administrator. You guys have a county administrator. We have a county manager. So I'm gonna find your government, but you're Lisa Cupid. No, she's caught. So yours is commissioner Gwinnett. Yours, let me see her. She's a Black woman. Here you go, about your commissioners. Nicole Hendrick, yeah, Nicole Hendrick, so she is sharp, y'all. So see here where it has districts. You want to know which district you're in, and that's the commissioner you want to speak to. You don't want to go to your chair, y'all. I gotta go talk to my chair. She's busy, okay? She's really, really busy. Go, you can introduce yourself, but don't take up too much time. Go to the board meetings and introduce yourself and put on your name tag. I have my name tag on earlier. I went to the Housing Authority meeting yesterday. We had a town hall. So go in here and find your district. So you'll probably have to put your address in, and then go in and then meet with your district commissioner. And it's just sending an email. If you're an ABC member at Atlanta Black Chamber, I'm going to be teaching this with templates and, you know, guiding questions and everything. But you can email him, and you can, you know, just email them, and you can sign up for the newsletter. Okay, Tatia, go ahead.
Hi, and thank you so much for this. I just wanted to thank you for this, because Gwinnett is my county, and attending this session was so eye-opening, because I did this exercise and I'm now on the mailing list, and I was gonna work on scheduling. Ben Koo is my point of contact, but he's actually gonna be like around the corner from my house this week or next week. And so I just wanted to kind of say, like, really what you're saying is spot on, and really getting out there and getting ourselves familiar with these people, because this information is out there and they are having these town halls.
Yes.
So thank you.
You're so welcome. I love it. And again, I guess you got to be kind of special, kind of, I don't know, for a nerd. I mean, we live in these communities. And
Yes.
Budget is. Gwinnett, I think y'all have a, let's see what your budget is in your community, in your county. So you guys have a $1.97 billion budget. How do you live in a community and you have no idea what's going on with your budget? Actually, oh my gosh, you all have $2.53 billion budget to fund projects and operations for the year. My county, to give you an idea of how big your county is, my county in Henry, Lisa says she's in Henry, we have like a $259 million budget.
Wow.
Okay. Our county as a whole, with our water authority, our school has a $564 million budget. Our cities, collectively, we have a $2 billion budget. Your entire county has a $2 billion budget just to start. So you guys got to understand again, how this all operates, what's in the, and everything's public. So you can go in and say, what are they doing on my street, my block?
Mhm.
What new businesses are coming? So this is really, really important. Okay, good job. So that's the
Thank
other thing
you.
I was going to bring up is make sure that you all are signed up for the newsletters, because I was going to bring up, we have an actually print newsletter. I went down to City Hall this morning, because like I said, I was going to meet with my mayor because I had a very specific thing I needed to ask her and my daughter. It was funny. I'm on the phone with her. We talk all day, every day. She's on her way to work. And I missed my call with her this morning because I love those conversations. But I was like, she's like, what are you doing? I said, well, I just left the housing authority meeting. I'm going to meet with my mayor. And I was going to park one place and park a separate place. I looked to my left, I said, oh, girl, there go my mayor. And so I beat the board. My mayor said, oh, she finished up what she's doing. God, I gave you a big hug. And she's like, hey, I said, I just needed, 15 minutes, but I had already emailed her. She's already seen me. Guess what? We went upstairs. I said, you need time to get started? She said, no, sit down. She's making her coffee, and then her sister comes in, and we get to have a conversation. That's how you can move and shape in your community when you keep, now, mind you, I've been in this community living here now since 2021. So now 3 years in, I mean, imagine what 10 years is gonna look like when you all are doing this. So make sure, thank you for bringing this up, Tatia, sign up for the newsletters. That's why I asked you all specifically about your community. You need to sign up for the newsletters. The other thing here that we actually have this here in Henry County. Then you have these leadership academies, you have citizens emergency response teams, but you have a citizens academy in Gwinnett County. So sign up to take part in your citizens academy, and it's free. So another thing that I've been doing, we have a citizens academy, but it's gone, they haven't activated. So I went to my mayor, was like, I'll do it. Just like, okay, I'm telling y'all, I've raised my hand. Again, you have to know what you can manage. A lot of people look at me, somebody sent me a text today. That was kind of funny. And they said, damn, you're everywhere. How many outfits do you have? But it looks like I'm everywhere. Okay. Maybe I'm a lot of places, but you all should be in here figuring out what's going on, keeping your neighbors, up to speed. But here's how you intersect business with this. Because like I said, I'm about my business too. I don't want y'all running around doing all these things and you're not about your business. In these rooms, when you meet people, pick out like 5 people, say, hey, when I was at our town hall yesterday, I stood up and said, hey, to my neighbors, I asked a question about all of the boards listed on the website, which they don't have. And here's the next session for you, Tatia. But and I'll look at y'all while I tell y'all this. So I stood up and asked a question. I had on my name tag, and I actually grabbed my name tag so y'all can see it. But you want to pick 5 neighbors and say, hey, I just want to connect with you. You live here, we live here. I'd love, here's my business card. I'm trying to learn more about the community. How long have you lived here? Oh, okay, I've been here this long. But now you're starting to build business relationships. I only link on LinkedIn. I don't do I have a Facebook, but I have not posted on Facebook in 4 years. I don't do Instagram. I am in business. So that's how you intersect business. Don't go in these rooms and sit down. You now can command a little bit more authority, because as a business owner, you're used to talking to people. If y'all see how I operate in rooms, listen, I talk to everybody. I walk up to people and I say, hi, I'm Montina Young Frazier. No, they look at me like, hi, and then they introduce themselves. I'm like, how long have you lived here? And just bring up little small things and what interests you most about the community. So now I'm capturing information, because since I'm running for office, I'm putting all the information in here and putting it down. Let me show you my name tag. Okay. And you may feel a little awkward at first. Montina Young Frazier, it's just a Henry County resident. I'm an entrepreneur in my company name. Okay, that's all. I might even on my next one just say, I'm your happy neighbor. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so again, sign up for the newsletter and find information. Okay, Fayette, let's do Fayette. All right, let me share my screen. Okay, so you want to know your commissioners, council members, but you also want them to see how you know your neighbors and how you move. Because now they're going to say, oh, they're gonna be like, there's somebody, you're moving a little bit different. Okay, so let's look at your board of commissions. Ooh, so I met this gentleman Mr. Russo, I have Mr. Russo's information. I have his cell phone number. He was at the Congressional Black Caucus event, and I just say a little because they just look a little, you got a little older guys, and they just think a little bit differently. So I can tell you right now that Charles Russo needs community members, residents, business owners to show up at these meetings and help support. And he is District 4. So I don't know what district you're in, but
I think that's probably mine. The north part of Fayette County is mostly Black.
and that's District 4.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, well, you should know, so you need to go here and figure out what district you're in. And then come here and also find, they may have, let's see if you all have a newsletter on the website that you can sign up for. And you want to sign up because that's how I learned about the town hall. I literally went on I never received an email. I don't know where they're going, but I do go to the website. So see here how you have a voters registration, open call, special call meeting, public notice. So all of it's here, but they have roundabout completion. So look, you have one black face. It looks like he might work there. So they need your support.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Sign up for email, sign up for updates. There you go. So make sure that you go to the website and sign up for updates, so that you know what's going on in your community. And then visit your city hall. How many of you put in the chat have visited your city hall? Just put, I visited, city hall or yes or something like that. So I see it. And the reason I do that is because every time I go down there, like I saw this magazine today and I went in, I said, hey, I see there's an extra copy of this magazine over there. It'd be real nice, y'all. You can, the link was, oh, go take it. You can have it. I said, okay, I took this magazine and I had, take the magazine, but don't take it without asking. So again, come in here. Let's see what your budget is, Nori. Nori, you coming to class on Thursday at Rice?
Yes.
Good. I have the governor, the guy I talked to that reports directly to the governor. He's going to be there talking with us. So thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, he's gonna be sharing some good information. He's really, really concerned about what's going on in our communities, in our states. So let me see here what your why can't they just, you have 134,772,100. So you have $134 million budget. So you can literally go here. Hold on, I turned everything. I was just trying to turn out one page and look at what are they doing? Like they have money there for library, building, state planning and development, public works, public safety, general government, purchasing, the courts. Remember, they do a lot of training in the courts too. Let me see. I don't know if you have let's look and see if you have a development authority. Yeah, this is where the business happens. You guys want, especially my Fulton, Henry, this is like one of the most important places you can go. Okay. Fourth best school district, top 10 places live in the US, top 10 of Georgia counties for number of patents issued. That's interesting. And so you can go in here and find out information. You can look for the sites. And let's go for your board meetings. Let's see here. So let's look for your, now this is the one thing I will tell you, and this must be true for all of these doggone development authorities. They hide see how I couldn't find the board on the website? They hide those meetings. So here's your board of directors. And we need to find their meeting schedule. Here's agendas and minutes. There you go. The call of board meetings held August. Here's your board schedule. See how it's 2022?
Yeah.
To email this email or whomever and ask them, oh, here they go, 2024. Because on mine, they don't have it listed. Okay, so your next board meeting, yeah, they don't list it. So a call board meeting will be held on Thursday, August 1st. Regular board meetings are held every fourth Thursday of the month. Oh, you got a board meeting on Thursday.
Oh, wow.
At 4 p.m. There you go.
Especially with development authority, that'd be great.
Yeah, well, let's see if your board meetings, they don't even have the time. Let me see here. I'm getting to you, Fulton County. I'll get to you in a second. Might I get to Henry today, but I've done a lot on here. I think I'm gonna do something. So I would call them, maybe see what time they meet, but they seem to be very secretive with these
Yeah,
appointments.
how short those meeting minutes are. I was like, Fayette County, we don't develop like anything. I mean, but you know what? They do big developments only, kind of right now.
Well, they won't really show that there. So mine is short too, but it's still an hour-long meeting, believe it or not. Ours is short, but I'll show you. This is a short 1 hour, but these are all my notes. So a lot is conducted during those meetings. It's just, you want to be an ear and you want to know, see, they're doing municipality reports. You can there and learn everything. The only time they can kick you out is during the executive sessions. They will ask you to leave, and typically I'll leave. For my city council meetings, I stay, because then they come back and do the reporting at the end after the executive session. So sometimes I'm in meetings till 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Okay. And then Fulton, you have a lot of boards. So that's where you really may want to find your specific city and see if you can get involved at the city level versus your county level. But pick some place where you're going to serve. So I guess maybe our next meeting, I'll start talking about, have you thought about where you want to serve? Because now we're looking either 2025, maybe 2026 for you. I expressed the interest in a housing authority position. It's opening up, but because I'm running for public office, I no longer qualify for board seats. Now, if I don't get in public office, then I can go back and, I can go for future board seats. Okay. But you all have a lot of opportunities in Fulton. So it's almost like you got to pick what you want to do. So for Fulton County, you can go to the Atlanta Regional Commission. You can go to the Fulton County Development Authority meetings. And so again, what I want to show you all today is there's a lot of opportunities. Make sure that you sign up for the newsletters on the websites. Okay. So let's see when your meetings are. I don't make it easy on this side. It should be literally a drop down. We got to go to meetings and minutes. Okay, activity reports, bylaws. So yours is mandate by law to hold a monthly meeting on the fourth Tuesday of every month. And there's no time. You can't see it. It's like, what is with these people? Where do you have a meeting listed but no times? See, now mine, even though it's open to the public, they lock the door. Okay, they have it here. Is it at 2 p.m.? You have joint meetings, prior years. So it looks like your August, they had a meeting today. They have a meeting going on. Y'all, let's see if we can chime in on the meeting right now. Let me see, August 27. Because it should be a live meeting. Let's see. 2 p.m. It might still be going on. Sometimes these are videotaped, but I don't see the. We invite the public to listen in on Zoom or via Zoom, which can be accessed by using the download instructions by the top of each preliminary agenda. Here we go. Future meetings, I will have, for future meetings, I will have, start bringing in officials in our meetings. You're able to go to any board meeting you want that's open to the public, and they should be open to the public. They should be open to the public. So this is actually this meeting right here. See how they have bond resolutions, $53,370 million bond for social impact Atlanta, $17 million letter of inducement for Pet Corps, $55 million. Look at the things that they're talking about here. Again, I don't live in Fulton, but you can actually join. I would recommend joining in person, but you can join by Zoom. And they're probably still going on. And then they have the regular meeting September 24th, and then your joint development authority meeting. So the only way I would participate in the meetings in Fulton County is if I was doing business in Fulton County. So it makes sense. All right, did I share everything I wanted to share today? I'm not going to go over Henry just today. We'll continue to do these processes every week, but I do want to open it up and see who has questions and what. Well, let me do Henry real quick since it's everybody else. Henry County, we don't have all of our boards listed on the website. I mentioned this last night and they told me we did, we don't, but that's okay. Because we want to know about all the county board seats, so they only list the ones that are here. But you can come on, look at our Board of Commissioners, find out which district you're in, and make sure that you attend the town halls, okay? The town hall we had last night had about 100 people from our district, but I will tell you, that's not a whole lot when you have 245,000 people that live in a community. But I want to show two things. So the Board of Commissions is here. My commissioner is Kevin Lewis. He does a phenomenal job. This is a new commissioner, me. She took that seat when someone left, and then Johnny's been around. Lisa's been around a long time. We have a great chair. Public meeting notices here. You can view them live. So see here, we actually have it live. So I could have pulled it up live for you to actually look at it while we were on the Zoom. Public notices are here. I typically now will go in and find the public notice, find the dates, just to make sure nothing was canceled. And then you can look here, look, community spelled wrong, budget. And it's all public. Well, that's pulling up. The last thing I'll show here, we're gonna go about 5 minutes over, is maybe is that the board? No. Spotlights. So these are really important, like your Henry County Veterans Advisory Board calls its first meeting. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to get my husband on that board. Commission, different things here, but the upcoming events, this is how I found out about the town hall for my commissioner. I found it out here. I didn't receive anything. I know I'm signed up on the list. So here's a Board of Equalization hearings. So I'm trying to click, see, it doesn't even say anything. But just make sure you sign up. And here, it's a way to sign up for additional information. Stay informed. And you can sign up. Every website typically has this. See, I knew I didn't have anything because I kept thinking I'm not getting anything in my inbox. This is terrible. So I'll be emailing them about that too. I sure will. And then our budget information is here, how we track it across the budget. Like I said, we have a $259 million budget, but they track different activities and things like that. There is so much to this. We have a $259.7 million budget for fiscal year 2025. So again, I know, let's see, I can put Hayden, he's in Newton County. Let's look at your budget. Okay, they approved a $91.5 million general fund budget. Okay. So again, all of this information is public. All right, what questions do you have in the last 5 minutes? Yes, you can attend any board meeting that you want, sign up for additional information. And the goal is within the next year or two is to get appointed to a board. Deidre was there with me last night at the town hall. Deidre, welcome to the call. And she was also there this morning with me at the McDonough Housing Authority. It's important to go to these calls, and Deidre, you can chime in if you'd like to share any information, but I'll tell you, they play. I am so frustrated with my housing authority. And I say this publicly all the time. Come on, you come online. And they just, you'll start sitting in these meetings. The reason I'm running for public office is because I am sitting in meetings where people think this stuff is a joke. And these are people's lives and livelihood, multi-million-dollar budgets, and they are literally laughing in meetings. You'll understand. And this is the only board meeting, my housing authority meeting I've ever been where this has occurred. The other ones are pretty professional. People seem to understand their roles and take them seriously, with this other one not. Deidre, do you want to share any of your experiences from the town hall or the housing authority meeting?
Sure. So the town hall, I mean, it was eye-opening because you get a chance to really see what's going on in the community. And then not only that, meet the commissioners and kind of start to make a relationship, and from there it's really just they'll start to introduce you to other people and other opportunities that you have to just kind of take control and maximize yourself. So it's great, and I'm learning, what's going on in my own backyard. So I think that's very powerful. As far as the housing authority, same thing. The same thing of what's going on right here in our county. But the structure, I can tell when you go to these meetings, you can almost tell like where you are needed and where they need to be held more accountable at. And so it just really kind of empowers you to get more involved and be active to really make a meaningful change in the community. So it's been great, and it's just the beginning. I cannot wait to continue this course and continue to build relationships.
Good, awesome, thank you, thanks for sharing. Yeah, she shows up and Joy says, Montina, you changed my life. This is fun for me. I love being in these rooms. Deidre will tell you, they know me, everybody knows me, y'all. They walk up to me. I introduced her to a commissioner. She had asked me at a housing authority meeting, y'all. Now I go sometimes in my gym clothes, I go however I want because I do want to show up as a citizen. So sometimes I really want to separate the business side because I am there as a citizen, and it's for me, it's less intimidating for them because I know the presence that I have. I'm very self-aware. But the woman, I'm in there, and the first time I went to this meeting about a year ago, and they asked for public comment, I had never actually been to the meeting, but I didn't understand how public comments work. So I thought I was supposed to introduce myself. So literally it's a U-shaped table. You're sitting there in the front like you're like in kindergarten class. So I stood up to introduce myself, and the lady there, to give you just a reference point, they're all Black. They're called commissioners for the Housing Authority Board, and one white commissioner. So they're all Black, one white commissioner. And this is important for the reference. So I get up to introduce myself. I'm like, oh, hi, I'm Montina. I'm Frazier, and I'm in this community, and my husband and I have a retirement home we built. And first thing she said was, oh, you're not here to complain about your rent being too high. And when she said, oh, you're not here to complain about your rent being too high, and everybody started laughing. And I was just in my head like, you know how you have to process things? Like, what did you just say to me? Like, I really, how people say you come out of character. I'm always in character. So the character I was about to tell to her was not going to be, it was going to be that the not so nice side of my character. It was very offensive. And then another gentleman in the room, of course, was like, you look too young to be talking about, retirement. However, they start laughing again. I said, well, my husband did 21 years in the military. So my point of it is, and I told her, and I went to the executive director, said that you all need for this board some sort of diversity training, because it's discrimination, it is bias. You are representing people that live in housing projects. Doesn't matter how they're dressed, how they look, what they come to complain about. So that's why we need you all in these rooms advocating. At the town hall last night, there were a lot of complaints, and that's what most of your commissioners, your council members, your board members hear. It's just the complaints. They don't have people showing up saying, hey, I want to serve. When you show up and say, hey, I want to serve, they're so shocked because no one shows up that they're like, they don't even have anything for you to do. Yesterday, I had to initiate the Citizens Emergency Response Training in a conversation by the gentleman that came and said it, because you have citizens in a room, and you're giving us updates, but you're not asking us to do anything. And the people in the room are the people that should be doing things, right? So, you go play people say, well, make sure you're registered to vote. I'm like, I'm not the person you should be talking to. I'm registered to vote. And then actually the lady said that. So again, you want to understand, like Nori said, well, this is the Black side of this community. You guys have to show up and support Black commissioners. You know how they feel up there by themselves? Passive aggressive, microaggressions, and y'all are from this, like y'all Southerners. I'm from Ohio. My nanny was an Italian woman. So I have a whole different point of view. But for y'all Southerners, especially, if you are not showing up in these rooms and supporting and advocating, and, there are certain things that, maybe you need to know what your commissioner or council member is voting on. And if the entire board is always against them, you need to get up and give a public comment and say, hey, I've noticed this, and this seems to occur all the time, so that your commissioner knows, hey, there's some support I have here, because eventually they get tired too. These are public positions. Oh, who said something? Oh, go ahead, Nora.
No, it's me. I'm like, I can only imagine, because we actually fought for that, for the right for our commissioner to be elected by us. so that it's someone who lives in our community, someone who looks like us.
Yeah.
Because we had like Peachtree City and all the other areas that were able to pick, like the whole county was able to vote on all the commissioners. So we, as the mostly minority part of the county, never had any representation before, I would say, the past like few years or so.
Well,
So,
show
yeah,
up
you're
to the
right.
meetings. You know, my goal,
Yeah.
my community, I think Lisa's here. Lisa, you gotta come on out with me and Deidre. Like, my goal is to get 10 people that are powerful people. Like, if each of us, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, had 10 people that we brought along, even 9, I'm the 10th person. How powerful would that be, 110 of us? Like, we have to start showing up at these meetings and having ambassadors in these places, because I'm telling you, when you're talking about $2.5 billion budgets, even $91 million budgets, and all of that money, if it's not going to your community, someone said that at the town hall, you say, well, we've been advocating for this for 20 years and it's not happening. Well, I mean, come on, 20 years? I mean, it said like 6 months. And everyone was like, 20 years? But that's what happens, especially in Black communities. And like I said, I'm not a Southerner, and I don't say that, you know, I just say Northerners, we just move differently, we think differently, but our experience in life has been differently, through a different lens versus the South. It is just through a different lens. I'm not scared of people. I've been in places where they don't, you know, where you at? I was like, no, I'm confused. And I'm really genuinely confused because I don't think the same way other people think. I went to a Republican Party meeting like 2 weeks ago, and joined too, because I need to be on both sides of this fence as I vote, as I go into city council, because it's a nonpartisan position. I need everybody. I gotta be for all the people. I need to know how people think. And at the end, the gentleman, you know, was predominantly white. And I show up authentically Black in every space I go into. I stood up and was like, I'm an American citizen of slavery. You know, I say it, I'm Black and I'm proud. But the gentleman at the end, because it was predominantly white, was like, hey, you know, how did you feel? I said, I'm a Northerner. And they know it. When we're Yankees, he was like, oh, I said, you know, I have cousins that said me, you know, look like you, which I do. So for me, I'm not intimidated. I don't have any fear walking into these rooms. If anything, for me, my experience is opposite. I didn't really know I was Black until I started dealing with Africans and Caribbeans. That's a whole nother story. But that's when I was like, oh, I'm different. Oh, we're not all the same. Okay, that's cool. I understand. But what I'm saying is you all start, you know, this is a real conversation. I'm trying to have real conversations with y'all like I do in business, over here on the political side, because we have to start advocating. We need to understand how to work together. We need to support these officials because they are making decisions on your behalf and you all just don't care. You don't care that your community isn't funded. You don't care that your roads aren't paved. You don't care that they're moving pawn shops in your neighborhood. And you can tell, like, I don't live in a community like that because we care. You know, I have an HOA president, you know, we have South Point, or we have, you know, they say what they do and don't want. When I'm going to these meetings, my mayor is like, we don't want a full 100% rental community. When Deidre and I were sitting in the housing authority, and I don't even know if you know this, Lisa, but we learned about, what was it, 448 income restricted residences. They just built them a whole brand new community, and it's at 100% occupancy, and it's not even done.
Is that in Elwood, perhaps?
It's 480 units, 182 age restricted, 288. One's off of Promenade Apartments. They call them the Promenade Apartments projects and Willow Place apartment projects. 480 income restricted units right here in McDonough. Did you know about that, Lisa?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, and they started it in 2022. So like I said, show up to the meetings, y'all. And again, my call to action is I kind of want y'all to start top down, but don't think of it like I said, it's not a hierarchy. Your county is not over your county, your board of commissioners is not over the cities. They work in this is symbiotic relationship parallel. So again, I didn't know that. So your Madam Chair, all your cities work like this, linear. So it's not a hierarchy, it is linear. So with again, because some of these counties are like becoming their own little cities and they're not really technically supposed to operate like that. They're not really supposed to have a police department. They're only supposed to have a sheriff's department. And how do I know these things? Because I sit and talk with my mayor. I listen, I pay attention, I show up in spaces and people trust me, so they speak around me and I absorb it all, you know, and I come and share with you all. So just, you know, your Chamber of Commerce, wherever you're at, join. Get engaged in the community. so we can all help each other win, okay? So I went over, because y'all know I like to talk political talk, it's fun. Any other questions? Are y'all gonna commit to showing up to your commissioner and council meetings? Yes? Yes? I know Hayden's been to some, okay, yeah, Deidre's going. Lisa, I hope to see you soon.
Yes, I will. I am returning to Atlanta this week and I will be there for a minute. So I'm
Okay.
going.
Okay, good. And again, I'm gonna get a list like Lynette. I'm gonna send this over to our folks over here at Henry. And we all should say, hey, everything needs to be in one place, because we need to make sure this is a system and not a, you know, a dictatorship. Like, you know, we need to start asking questions. How come they got appointed, and why is the same person sitting on the seat for 20 years? So we need to start asking that. Oh, good. Yay. Good. Yep. Yeah, let's go for 10, y'all, by the end of the year. Let's try to get 10. So if I get 10 and Deidre gets 10 and Lisa gets 10, oh, we about to flood. You think gonna be so mad at me in this community. That what is she doing? But that's how all of our community should be, and we need to show up and support. So as always, thank y'all so much. You have a great rest of the day. I'm gonna upload this one, like I said, to YouTube, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye. Thank you. Bye.